So in today's video, we have some really good news for Ripple regarding the SEC lawsuit that just happened. Guys, I'm going to be updating you on this very soon, and then we're going to have a look at what the CEO of Ripple actually tweeted to see what his thoughts have been throughout this entire process. And of course, we'll have a look at the price for XRP in general, and the ever-growing question is whether XRP will now be able to get back up to that $1 mark, and we'll see how this piece of news has affected the price for today on the 20th of October. So you'll see here that the major news is the SEC has dropped the lawsuit against Ripple XRP executives. And so this actually happened on Thursday on the 19th of October, and it was basically said that the regulator is voluntarily dismissing the case. Now guys, we are seeing the SEC lose more cases, so this is really good for Ripple. And you can see here it says this is not a settlement, this is a surrender by the SEC. And now we are going to have a look at Brad's response. So he is the CEO of Ripple, and he made a statement saying that today was an even better day, and it was 3 to Ripple and 0 to the SEC. In all seriousness, Chris and I, in a case involving no claims of fraud or misrepresentations, were targeted by the SEC in a ruthless attempt to personally ruin us and the company so many have worked hard to build for over a decade. The SEC repeatedly kept its eye off the ball while secretly meeting with the likes of SBF, failing again and again to protect US consumers and businesses. How many millions of taxpayers' dollars were wasted? Feels good to finally be vindicted. So obviously this is great news for XRP and for the CEO in general. However, this has cost a lot of money and time that the SEC has used up, and a lot of people will be angry about that. Now, just before we have a look into this whole $1 price prediction, you'll see here that it says the SEC said in court papers that it was no longer pursuing claims that Ripple Labs CEO and the company's co-founder Chris Larsen aided and abetted in the sales of 1.3 billion in XRP tokens, which the agency claimed classify as unregistered securities in its lawsuit launched against Ripple Labs back in 2020. And so this is a huge announcement, because this is basically what has been pushing XRP down and suffocating the price. Now, if we talk about the price prediction, can XRP rally back to $1? It says here that if XRP can get convincingly above 55 cents, a run back towards yearly highs in the 90 cents would be on the cards based on this chart analysis here. As you can see that we've got this point on that line, and that's where the breakthrough happens over here. If we have a look at the price today, based on the news, it has reacted quite well. It's actually up by 6.97%, and it's currently standing at 51 cents. Now the volume is significant. It's actually gone over the 100% mark. And if we have a look at the 7-day chart, you'll see that yesterday we were trading at 47 cents. However, with this news, we've actually broke out and gone to this 51 cent level. And so this could really be the change of XRP. If we have a look at the 1-year chart, you'll see that it was at even higher levels at 82 cents in general. Guys, if you want XRP news, subscribe to the channel and like the video as well.